half an hour. First on BBC Two, Zoe's ready to add some sparkle to your Thursday night.
Live from London, this is Strictly It Takes Two. Please welcome your host, Zoe Ball.
Welcome to It Takes Two. We are live for the next 30 minutes with all the Strictly chat, news and training updates you could ever dream of. Plus tonight, we go international for the first time this series as we hop aboard Glitterball Airlines to see how they do Strictly en français. But first, let's meet the stars of our green room tonight. We have the divine Daisy and Aliash here. Judge Rinda and Oksana. Hello, sweeties. Ian Waite is back for his second warm-up of the week. Plus, the woman responsible for the world's depleting sequin supply, Vicky Gill, is here. First tonight, as a high-profile barrister, our next guest has been involved in the investigation and prosecution of bribery, corruption and fraud. But right now, he's charged with something far more serious. Loving dance too much. It's Judge Rinda and Oksana.
It don't mean a thing if it ain't got...
Keep this up. I am absolutely loving the classy, sophisticated Judge Rinda.
so different.
You ignite like a Catherine wheel.
I was expecting Fred and cringe. I got Fred and Ginge. Well done.
Oh, Fred and Ginger are here. Judge Rinda and Oksana. Oh, congratulations. It really was a moment. I thought that dance was so... And like Darcy said, it was really classy. Did you love it?
I had so much fun doing that dance. I really, really did. It was just... I can't stop watching it. I really had fun. And it was a kind of challenging week, I think for us. And it really only came together on the last morning where, you know, you remember it just sort of clicked. And that music is so great. It was just great. It's just so fun, you know. I don't think everything in life should be done quickly, but just sometimes, you know, it's just fantastic.
I love it when you said that line. Yeah. You've played so many characters. Was it heaven to just go traditional ballroom and old school like that?
It was, wasn't it?
I know he really wanted to do that, just to go classic and just straight down to business, pure dancing technique.
The thing is, my iPod doesn't really have sort of anything, or my music collection, as we probably have to call it these days.
Oh, yes.
Doesn't have sort of anything on it, really, sort of after 1950, to be honest.
Really?
I'm not terribly cool. I'm sort of, let's party like it's 1899. And so... you know, this music is everything I love. And, you know, when you turn it, it sort of makes sense. You just want to get up and dance.
And also, we never had the chance to do these kinds of dances because we're sort of generation too late to do them. So it is like a dream. And Oksana, your first 9. I'm so excited for you, which came from Darcy. Great
thank you very much.
Not her first 9.
Always.
It's not her first, she's a 10, you see.
Yeah, I know, of course she is. But you must have been so pleased with the scores.
I'm so pleased. I absolutely love it how we keep improving, either by a little bit or we stay in the same, but, you know, we never went back in our scores, and I think it's absolutely incredible. We don't want to get too good too fast, and I think we're doing it just right.
It's funny you should say that, because we have something special for you. You two obviously doing exactly that, something right, Strictly Stat Time, not only higher scores, but you are crawling up. You're the only couple to have improved week on week and never gone down. Have a look at this beautiful journey graph that Jeremy has made for you. Look at you go, week 1, 25, nice, cha-cha-cha. Up you go with the American Smooth. 27 for 3 was for Charleston of Viennese Waltz. Then up you go, jive, pass the doble. Quick step. Beautiful. And only up and up. That's what we're hoping.
Consistency.
Now, Eagle Eye Len thinks he spotted a slight whoopsie at the top.
You know,
was there anything?
That's so interesting. It really shows his class.
Yeah.
You know, he so knows what he's looking at. The beginning of the dance, I got so sort of overwhelmed and excited by it all. I went, oh, gosh, I'm here. What's going on? And I forgot the first step. And very quietly, Oksana said, 6, 7, 8. And OK, I'm back in the room. It was amazing because, you know, as a brilliant teacher, Oksana's taught me how to dance from the counting.
Yeah.
And I just came back and it was fantastic. Yeah, exactly. It was
Karen
great.
Hardy observed this and she was really impressed. Because to recover like that, Oksana, and to follow you like that, that's all you could dream of, isn't it, I think?
I think that's what really shows the true class and if person actually have a knowledge. And because, you know, in competitive world, mistakes always happens. And it's about recovery and it's about how you can cover up and make it look like it was never a mistake. You meant to do that.
Yeah.
That's what shows a true class.
And also her teaching, because if that had happened, say, in week 2 or 3, that dance would have been over.
Disaster.
It would have been, yeah. It would
Just take me off now.
Exactly. I would have stood there and sort of done sort of happy jazz hands.
How do you follow a quick step to It Don't Mean a Thing and It Got That Swing? You do a foxtrot to Frank Sinatra. I mean, this is living the dream.
This is so living the dream.
And this dance is very special to you, isn't it?
I love it. This is, I mean, you know, I used to sort of watch It Takes Two, and you sort of think, come on, they don't really like each other. They don't really go on a journey and all of this sort of stuff. Genuinely, I'm being completely authentic. When I sort of imagined being on Strictly, this was the dance I wanted to do. This is the dance that my grandparents, who are very close to their 90s, this is their favourite dance, which they can still do just a little bit. And when you ask them about dancing, this is the one that they remember in places like the Empire Rooms, and they come from the Second World War generation, where this was their Saturday night. This represents the most profound memories for them.
And they're coming.
And they're coming, hopefully, on Saturday night.
Don't stop. I'm feeling quite hormonal. It's so good.
It's just music you can listen to. You turn it on. I just love... I've been singing to her.
This week been absolutely so special because the way he loves it and it just reads in now.
Perfect. I think it's going to be glorious. Enjoy
crossed.
and
Thank
with
you.
your granny and granddad there. It is Judge Rinder and Oksana. So, we know what goes on in the training room, but what are the likes of Ori and Joanne and Danny and Oti getting up to this week? Let's find out.
I now know why the rumba is notorious for men, because it is not easy at all.
Don't think too much about your arms, it should just happen.
Okay. While Joe is so patiently trying to tell me exactly how to do it...
Oh, sugar, sorry. Completely forgot about that one.
It just isn't going in here. I'm probably going to go away from this and do a little cry. We've got this far. I'm sure it'll come together. Now we've got ourselves a dance.
This week we are doing the Argentine tango. I really, really want to do this well.
It's fast, it's fun, but it's also quite difficult.
Oh my days. It looks so impressive, but at the moment it is so difficult to get right. That's it. There's literally zero room for error.
Danny's struggling with it a bit. It's a lot for anybody to take in.
Oh, one step at a time. We have to keep running it until it's almost just autopilot.
One more time.
Which I am praying will be the case come Saturday.
I'm a little bit too excited about both those dances. Now, if you think they're looking good now, imagine how well they'll scrub up by the time Vicky Gill has finished with them. It's putting on the glitz time. Vicky Gill, everybody! Congratulations, Vicky, on your team never fell. Brilliant outfits. Can I say Giovanni's glitter jacket? That was quite amazing. Last week, you showed us a sketch of Natalie's Viennese waltz dress, and you said it might change. Here she is in action with the final beautiful piece. How did it change? The skirt, is it completely different?
That's right. I remember we took another skirt along. So this skirt is only 3 layers of fabric, so there's 3 circles. You've got 1 layer of georgette on the top and 2 layers of pearl chiffon. The dancers like pearl chiffon. But we ended up with no crin in the hem, no boa, so it's very simple, as you can see, but it moved beautifully, and I think the choreography didn't really warrant anything bigger. Viennese waltz is normally much bigger.
Yeah, but it
That's what
just
went to.
worked.
Yeah.
A treat. I love seeing Aga. Now, far out, man. This is quite psychedelic. I love it. It's daisies. They're dancing to delight, grooves in the heart, doing a salsa with Ali Ash. What can you tell us? This is very different for Strictly.
It is very different for Strictly, but I love this print, so that's where it kind of all began. When we're on set, the screens and the floor, as you know, we've got lots of imagery in there, so I was trying to choose a colour that wasn't as bright as what I think is going to be on the backdrop. When we get to Friday, Daisy hasn't seen this yet, she might hate it, but we've got a short mini dress underneath with lots of movement because she's doing salsa.
Yeah.
And we'll get lots
So
of
you need
movement.
all that, yeah.
But this may go, and we may use this as the top dress, in which case we'll put a little short lining inside, and she may have this really short. So I have options at the moment.
Remember this. We'll see how it turns out. Ali Ash is going to be in flares.
Not sure, but he can always rock them. So.
OK, he can rock anything. Louise follows her Argentine tango with an American Smooth to Big Spender. You're going full-out Shirley Bassey here. I love it. Walk us through this. Beauty.
When we knew that this was the concept this week, I thought, OK, this is where mammoth crystal embellishment comes in.
So much. It's great.
Because it's American Smooth, we've got a high split on the leg, and it's very light in the skirt.
Lifts, kicks.
Yeah, and all of that. So we've got 8 go days going.
Go days! Go days! I get so excited when there's a go day in sight.
But as you can see, there's only one layer in the dress. So we've been through with embellishment at the moment. I know you like stats, so there's about 10,000 crystals at the moment, but it will probably have more.
Be even more.
Yeah, once we're done.
That's a lot of work.
The hemline may change. We may put boa.
But we've got 2 colours here.
We've got 2 colours here. It's probably going to be this one, but her feather fans that she's using at the top of the number are this colour. So we'll see. I've also prepared, or I haven't, the lovely ladies who sew have prepared a pleated net hem for it as well. So, again, see what happens.
Yeah, it'll be amazing. Kevin, is he going to be in feathers? I'm imagining not. OK, on to your sketches that you've got for this weekend. First of all, Katya. Doing a salsa with Ed Balls to Gangnam Style. It is the stuff that dreams are made of. How do you go Gangnam on Katya?
Well, I think Ed will have his moment, and it is what it says on the tin.
He's got like a size suit.
He's got, totally. It's going to be electric blue. With black piping, so, you know, he's going to have it all going on.
Does.
Yeah, he always makes me smile. So, Katya, just to make them gel as a couple, we've used the same colour combination for her. However, her base dress is geared more towards her movement. So she's got a full skirt on the hem, and then we've got black bugles into gold, into silver. The upper is smooth velvet, no crystals on the upper body. I just don't think she needs to compete with Ed.
I know. How could you? Danny and Oti, Argentine tango, and look at this for Oti. This looks so classy.
I love the shape and the silhouette with this. So this will be what we see in terms of shape and silhouette. We've got different textures. We've got pleather rather than leather.
But... Well, yes, it's better for the budget, isn't it, I guess?
So there's lots of different textures running through, even though it's black. I do have another little option that I may be able to persuade Oti into, but she did say she didn't want a bright colour, so we've got black options, but we also have a lighter option. So when we chat tomorrow, we'll see.
OK, let's try a bit of reverse psychology on her. You never know.
We
can't wait to see what she ends up with. Vicky, you're doing such an amazing job. So excited about the weekend. Vicky Gill! Now, in just over 48 hours, you, the loyal Strictly audience, will help decide which of our stars gets to board the all-important bus to Blackpool, which means it's the perfect time for an expert analysis of our couples training in weights warm-up. Thank you, Vicky. Ian Waite is here, everyone! And immediately the world is a better place. We looked at half of our couples yesterday.
Yes,
Are you ready for liftoff?
I am.
Here we go. Hold tight, everyone. Mind the furniture. Thank you very much. I enjoyed that. Louise and Kevin follow their triumphant Argentine tango last week with a show-stopping American Smooth. We've seen the frock. It rocks. Does the dance match?
Oh, well, I love this music. And as you can see, there's lots of gesturing. She puts on the gloves.
She's being big spender.
Lovely big spender kicks.
Look at those.
all lots
Kev's
of
fallen over.
gesturing and lots of, you know, gesticulations. She needs to, like, do that 100%.
OK.
Oh, we just missed it. There's a lovely lift there that they do.
A lovely lift,
Do it again. I'll slow-mo it this time.
OK, here she
goes.
Watch. And... Ooh,
and I thought it'd be lovely if we tried that.
Do you want me to try that?
Yes, come on.
Oh, Lord.
You can do it.
I apologise in advance.
Right.
You know how
now, what you've got to do,
I
it's
am.
very easy.
Okay.
Just push down onto my shoulders and straighten your arms.
Okay.
Ready? And...
Help.
Come on.
Okay. That went really well.
That was a disaster.
I put my back out. And
that was like a disaster.
I'm so sorry. Did anyone see any
It's
tummy?
such an easy lift as well. I don't know how you managed to ruin it.
There's nothing easy about that lift. I'm so sorry. Danny and Oti are doing an Argentine tango. I've done myself an injury. And I think this is going to be such a great dance for these two.
Yes, it will be. They do a lovely ronde there and a lovely stroke up the side. Great armography, very slick and fast. And here you've got that leaning towards each other. You could do that a little bit more. And I think sometimes there's something to be said for stillness.
Oh, yes, Len's
because he's got
talks
lots
about
of
this,
speed
doing
and stuff like that. But I'd like there to be some quality of stillness in what he does.
OK.
You know, because he's got the moves, he's got the speed as well. But has he got those moments where he's holding it and holding the passion and holding the music? Here, as you can see, if I magnify it, you can see there's a lot in the hold there.
Yeah.
He's holding her right round the middle there. So he's got hold of her completely because he's taken her whole weight there.
OK.
And,
so hold
and
tight.
he just needs to make sure that he maintains his posture.
OK, Ed and Katya, and the question on everyone's lips. Can Ed Balls make it to Blackpool? Boy, I hope so, and I think so. It's Gangnam Style.
Well,
I mean,
how can he
it's a
not?
salsa.
How can he not? I've waited all my life to see this. And I'm not disappointed, let me tell you. It's a little bit sloppy at the moment. Hands are a little bit spatulistic, which will give
that great
Craig
word.
the chance to go completely mad. And just the salsa there I've put it on loop. So just so that you can really appreciate it. He needs to make sure that he keeps, rather than stepping the salsa like this is what he's doing, he needs to put pressure in the balls of his feet.
Pressure balls down in the balls.
Yeah, balls.
There we go.
Yeah. And then obviously he needs to do the figure eight with the arms and figure eight with the hips.
Okay.
It's like a footsteps car.
Like that. It is. Look at that.
Yes.
OK, I feel better already. Claudia and AJ were wonderful, powerful Paso Doble last week. This is their Viennese waltz. I've seen a little clip. It looks beautiful.
Yes, it's stunning, Zoe. The movement is really good, and as you can see, she's doing the natural turns, no skip in there at all. And normally, you know, for the beginners, they're doing gorgeous pivots there. Normally for the beginner celebs, I mean, I'm calling you all beginner celebs because you're all beginners, really. There's normally a skip when they close their feet. No skip. You don't see any of that, and the movement is so smooth. And I just wanted to point out here what a brilliant position she's in. She's over his right-hand side, lovely head position, and she's really small for him, so to get that is brilliant. And then you've got the lovely frame, and as you can see, it looks like a flower in a vase.
Perfection.
Like you see?
It's wonderful. Give it up for perfection itself. Ian Waits. Thank you. Oh, that music can mean only one thing. It's time to head to France for the first edition of this year's Global Glitter Balls series. For the task at hand, our team needed to hire a total pro. They had to have journalistic integrity and in-depth knowledge of Strictly, but most importantly, they had to be willing to dress up in a silly outfit and put on a dodgy French accent.
Ha-hee, ha-hee, ha, bonjour. Strictly Come Dancing might have begun in the UK, but the show has been sprinkling its sequins and glitter across the globe and can now be seen in over 50 countries worldwide. Today's stop on our Global Glitter Balls tour is France, which has been hosting Dance avec les Stars since 2011.
Bonsoir à toutes et à tous, bonsoir.
The show has featured some of the country's top stars, including TV actors, Olympic figure skaters, and former Liverpool footballer Djibril Cissé. It's currently in its 7th series, and each week over 5 million people tune in. This week is the 3rd live show of the series, So I'm off to the studio to check out how the rehearsals are going. Whenever I come into the studio back in the UK, I always feel that sense of excitement and nervousness, and I have that feeling now. They've got a proper ballroom floor there. Looks pretty nice. With the rehearsals underway, I decided to get the lowdown from one of their very talented professional dancers, Maxime de Remes. You're one of the pros that has been here since the beginning.
Yeah, I'm the old one.
And you've even won the Glitter Ball trophy.
The second season is ages ago.
And out of all those dances that you've done, what was your favourite?
Fly Me to the Moon with Shine, who I won with, was my favourite song, my favourite dance, Foxtrot, and she danced so well, and it was amazing. It was such a great feeling.
And the judges, they're very positive, the judges over here.
They're not as positive in England?
Well, we have Craig, who's like very critical, and he gives very low marks. Do you have anybody like that on the panel?
Yeah, we have Chris.
5. 4.
He's hard, but I think he's right. I quite agree with what he says.
Chris Marquez was a choreographer on the UK Strictly back in my day, and has been a judge on Danse avec les Stars since 2011. So if there's anyone who knows both shows, it's him.
Formidable.
Obviously, you've worked a lot on the UK show.
Yes.
And now you've worked quite a few years over here. What are the differences?
The heart and soul of the format is Strictly in UK, and it's still our kind of guidebook, but each country's got its own needs and likes. And in France, for example, it's quite a modern poppy kind of style show.
And can you tell me your favourite themed week?
One of my favourite ones is Personal Story Week, where each of the dances has to develop on a story that's really close to the heart of the star that's in the show, and it allows the audience to kind of really discover something they didn't know about the artist, and it makes that show really, really special.
And also you have like new dances weeks.
Yeah, so it will be a whole show where we'll do things like Bollywood and flamenco and tap dancing and Irish dancing, and we'll mix in everything that normally is not Strictly.
Well, listen, I know that your time is precious because you're about to go out there and judge. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
No! But judging isn't their only role on the show. The judges here actually dance alongside the celebs. And known as the flamboyant judge, Jean-Marc certainly knows how to make an entrance. Hey, Jean-Marc!
How are you? Hey, man, long time no see.
So this is Jean-Marc Généreux, and I know Jean-Marc from years and years ago.
Yes, you were very easy to find on the dance floor, right?
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah, I
If I was behind you,
I was like a foot taller than everybody else.
I was. Excuse me.
Yeah. Jean-Marc is nothing if not a showman. And is famed for his enthusiastic judging style.
Pardonnez un petit peu la position. C'est ça, mesdames et messieurs. C'est ça.
Good luck.
I don't need that much luck. I mean, the celebrities need a lot of luck, you know?
Thanks
All
very
right, thank
much.
you so much.
Thanks.
Bye, guys.
So all that's left to do is one final rehearsal before showtime.
Bonsoir à toutes et à tous.
What I've loved about seeing how another country in the Strictly family do things is that the dance floor might be different, but the magic and the sparkles remains the same.
Don't give Craig any ideas. Our next guest wowed the judges with their Viennese waltz on a Saturday, and they avoided the dance-off on Sunday, and they even made tandem bicycles look cool again. It's Daisy and Aliash.
Daisy.
You have this beautiful aura when you're in hold, really special.
So clever, so delicious, so well thought. It was beautifully danced and beautifully performed.
I love the quirky nature of this dance. I thought it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Daisy and Aliash are here! And I must say, boom, no dance off. There was no dance off. How did you celebrate on Sunday night? You must have been so made up.
I was so happy.
Yay! Were you expecting dance off again?
I
Had you prepared
think
yourself for that?
I think
every week you always fear for the worst, and it happened twice in a row, so I thought maybe third time lucky I'm out.
Don't say that.
I was so grateful, so thank you so much to everyone who
I know, your faces, it was wonderful. I think everyone would be very happy to vote for you. Viennese Waltz, was it, you'd always wanted to do that dance, was it like a dream? Did you enjoy this one?
It really was a dream. I had really been dreading having to dance to that nursery rhyme that had taunted me my entire existence.
Oh gosh, when you were a kid, did you sing that to you?
And as an adult. But actually, Aliash made it the best week ever. We had so much fun.
We ended up both loving the song.
We giggled so much. It's that last bit with the and then look at each other.
And the timing of that was perfect. The judges were full of praise. Aliash, you got your best score. You looked quite taken aback by that. Were you pleasantly surprised?
I was, because I knew it's going to be... It's always a tough dance, because, as they said, there's not that many steps you can actually use.
Yeah.
And, but now I realised I'm just going to put a little bicycle move into every dance. They seem to love it.
It was Bruno's favourite. Look, we can see it again. Off you go. Your faces.
I want to see it.
Also, and whee! Oh, it reminded me... Do you remember in the Muppet Show? All the Muppets rode bicycles. I loved that. And your little faces there. It was amazing. Darcy was loving... She loves your aura, Daisy.
It was really
when you're in hold. And she says you're a pleasure to watch. When you're hearing things like that, that must just make your heart explode.
Unbelievable. I was so over the moon because, you know, as a dancer, she's unbelievable, out of this world, incredible, and for her to say something like that, I was actually speechless, which really rarely happens.
I know, that very rarely happens. Craig was really impressed with the changes of direction and all that. I mean, that's it. You sort of make it look seamless when you two are dancing, but that stuff's really tricky, isn't it, to master?
Yeah, I mean, just saying that, normally the Viennese Waltz, you sort of get the steps fairly quick, and then you perfect it. But I did try to make as many little intricate moves. I mean, there was about an 8 of pivots, and it was just going one from another. And Daisy just sort of smashed every single thing. I loved it. I loved it.
And beautifully. You can tell when he loves the dance because you see it on his face.
I loved it. Still love it.
It's salsa time for you two to this delight.
Oh, yeah.
I think this song, you were probably about 1, Daisy, when this song came out.
I love this song
so much. You must have had so much fun in training this week. How's the salsa going?
I'm loving it. It's really hard, but it is brilliant. It's so much fun.
I like the cheeky lean. And look at those hips. Those hips are going. It's fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
This is the second dance where you can legally do lifts.
Legally, I love the legally bits.
Let's not mention the cha-cha-cha.
Nope.
Have you got some lovely surprises for us?
Yeah, we actually are doing lifts.
We are doing lifts.
I can't wait. And I was actually surprised because you love them straight from day one. They're actually tough lifts, and as soon as we start doing them, when we first time tried them, there's that beautiful noise Daisy makes. Whee! Whee!
Flying,
which actually really helps with the lift. It gives it like an extra sort of oomph.
I really hope Claude does that thing where they tape you for Lens doing that on Saturday night. The other wonderful thing about you two is obviously he does the moves and the choreography, but this week you have been teaching him to sing with mixed results. Let's have a look.
I'm a little teacup, short and stout.
Teapot.
Here's my handle, here's my strout. Sit me... Not strout, is it? I'm a little teacup, short... I need to go down. I'm a little teacup, short. I'm a little teapot, short and stout.
See, it's not that easy learning new things, is it?
Oh, Aliash, we would like to know, have you perfected it?
Promise I'm smarter than that.
Could you show us? I think we'd like to see teapot, a little teapot from Aliash. Here
yes,
we go.
please,
Go on,
I need help.
Daisy. Look at this partnership.
That one's tough
Here
for me.
we go.
Okay.
After 3. 1, 2, 3.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here's my handle, here's my spout.
Oh,
was that wrong?
No, I did it wrong.
Did you do it wrong?
You're going to do it again? Go on, you can do it again really quick.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here's my handle, here's my stout.
Snout! What is he talking about? It's beautiful. I'm sure the salsa will be more psychedelic than that, but you never know. Good luck this weekend. Daisy and Aliash. Huge thank you to all of my gorgeous guests. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow, 6 o'clock, hour-long special. Danny and OT, Louise and Kevin and Craig Revel-Horde here. Live performance from Rumour and our Friday panel, Mel Gedroych, Annika Rice and Henry Biker Dave Myers. I can't wait. Until then, good night. Spout! It's a spout!
BBC Music Jazz is back. A digital station bringing you the very best of jazz music.